offer at 137,500. Wow, there's 5 to 10 grand just sitting there.
Alright, we're back in a day in the life of you. We've got an action-packed day/couple of days, but we put it all into one video for the viewers at home.
So is it actually a day in the life then?
We can get away with it, can't we?
I don't know. You're the genius.
Yeah, we'll get away with it. Comment down below if you think we can get away with it.
Okay, so is it a few days you're filming before?
It's a few days, yeah.
So we're filming a few days in the life of Ste Hamilton?
Yes, we are. So we've got a school talk this week. We've got meetings at the Belfry. We've got viewings at properties. How do you think these days are going to go?
My life at this precise moment in time is hectic, but it's a good hectic. We have had a lot of ups. We have lots of downs. It's business, it's life. Without setbacks, there's no growth. I am on the next stage of my journey. I've hit a new level. And I think that the fact that we're starting these kind of videos again, people are going to see how we've leveled up.
Before we start, let's do a flashback of when you picked up a couple of gifts for the kids.
Well, here we go. Take a look at this, or this, or this, wherever he puts it.
Where are we going?
So we are going to get some gifts for the students at school that I'm speaking at tomorrow, and we did one last week, another one. This one is even better because the head of year happens to be a property circle member, so it's really cool to be able to go into the school where I actually know the head of the year. We're getting some gifts for them, and then I'm also going to get myself some clothes as well, so you guys can join me on that. So it's a little bit of a shopping afternoon. I'm really excited to speak at school, really excited. It's one of the best things I do, because inspiring the next generation is just something that we have to do, because the way that this country is going at the moment, it could be horrendous, but we need people like me. There's other educators in the UK, not just in property and business, there's other educators in lots of other fields that are actually going around and doing these talks. Massively beneficial, but also the children need to be able to relate to the person that they're speaking to. So yeah, let's go and get some gifts, let's go and get some clothes, let's go and get some white trainers, and let's just have some fun. So we've got 2 viewings.
Yes, so we've got a potential HMO in Smethwick.
Okay.
And then we're going to try and get another booking in for a flip project close to there, somewhere on the outskirts of Birmingham.
Okay, and that HMO is the one that has been sent by Richard Vahi?
That's the one, yeah, it looks interesting. It's got a bit of a lean-to which you could potentially replace with an extension and make it a 6-bed.
Okay, non-Article 4?
Non-Article 4, Richard's checked it, it just falls outside the Article 4 as we use that Article 4 map.
What's the plans with this?
The plan is, it's a 3-bedroom.
Yes.
That could potentially be a 6-bedroom HMO.
Yeah.
I don't think it's all singing or dancing though, is it? It's not all en suites.
It depends on the space. Once we get there, we need to have a look and measure the rooms really to see if we can get it to all en suites.
Okay, so guys, listen, you know when you're converting properties into HMOs, there are so many things that you have to take into account. So everybody thinks that if you've got a HMO, you can get a commercial valuation. That is not the case. You've also got to start thinking about the size of the communal areas based on how many bedrooms there are. You've also got to start thinking about Article 4, non-Article 4, conservation areas,
Yes.
Restrictions,
Yep.
change of use. There's so many things that you need to make sure you take into account, because HMOs are such a big hot topic right now.
They are.
And we're seeing people fall short, unfortunately. So pay attention, make sure you understand what HMO is and you get it correct.
Also, is this good? If no one knows.
This is my business partner in the deal sourcing division. He runs it. So there is normally there's another person standing right here, but he's on holiday.
Yeah. Take your time off. What's that all about?
Summer in England.
Wow, we got a little bit wet when we came in here, but I did not expect it to be as bad as this. I don't want to walk out in this rain. Should we get some brollies from inside?
It's just down the road, isn't it? It should be alright.
You're good, you can get wet. I don't want to get wet. I don't like cold, I don't like rain. It sounds like I'm throwing a tantrum and I'm being a spoilt brat. It's not, I'm just not cut out. I'm supposed to be in a hot country sipping on
Strawberry daiquiri.
Strawberry daiquiri. It stopped raining.
As soon as we buy the umbrellas.
It's actually stopped raining. A Minnie
Nice.
Mouse. I thought it was Mickey Mouse for Cruise 11, but I got Minnie, which means your 2 daughters now have 2 new brollies. Dan's got one as well.
What's yours, Dan?
What's yours, Dan?
Open it out.
Lion King.
You've got the Lion King.
Oh, that's it.
Okay, that one will go to Cruise then.
There we go.
We're off to Argos now to get some, or is it game?
Argos.
Argos or game?
Right, we've made it into Argos.
We made it into Argos. With
Safe and dry.
I was told it was Mickey, but it's actually Mini. So we're looking for PlayStation 5s and Xboxes.
What's the reason behind these giveaways, Stu? Why are you giving these kids all these nice stuff?
We never had it as children, and I'm in a position where I can actually do certain things to a certain extent. Remember, business has highs and lows. You know, we were up, we're down. One minute we've got so much money, the next minute it's all tied up in projects. You know, life's a journey, isn't it? It's a roller coaster, it's up and down, highs and lows. But the one thing that you always have to remember is that the next generation are the key for this country to being great. And my son is not the next generation, my son's the generation after. And you know, when I'm not here and my son looks back and watches what me and his mum do, and he gets to go on YouTube and tune in back to these vlogs, hopefully he watches them. He might not watch them, but we're showing him what we tried to do to make sure that him growing up is going to be in a better place. And one person ain't going to be able to change all that. I'm not naive, but if I can inspire one person from this video to do it, and then that inspires another person, then another person, it has that knock-on effect, doesn't it? It's that chain reaction. So if I went to school again, and I remember people coming in to speak to me, I remember it clear as day, not one of them related to me. Whereas if someone like me turned up at the school, tattoos and, you know, spoke like them, came from the same place that they came from, I would have been inspired, 100%. If you pay attention to my story and you actually know my story, you're definitely going to get inspired.
I'm feeling like Adriano on Pro 6. I got the off-white logo on both.
All black everything.
All black.
The time that I post pics, trap money, rap money, it's a slow fix.
What do you look for in your clothes when you do come shopping?
Plain.
I ask you that.
I don't wear logos. Quite funny. I like designer clothes, but I like designer clothes that don't have logos. And I'm actually a big fan of All Saints, huge fan of All Saints. I think it's super expensive though, but the quality is awesome. But yeah, I just need some new stuff.
Not everyday Louis Vuitton.
No, not every day. I only like trainers and bags from Louis Vuitton. But my clothes I like quite plain. I like Sandro, Zara, All Saints. That's
Essentials?
it, really. No, I'm not an essentials.
No,
not
not
really
anymore.
essentials. No.
Clothes secured.
Yes, couple. Need some trousers now. Don't really want to pop into Selfridges just as yet. Come over here. So this is my sister. Annual report for her children. Esme is friendly, polite and outgoing member of the class. She has shown she can take responsibility for her learning and works hard during the end of key stage 2 test results. Personal development, this is my nephew Ethan as well. And wow, I haven't read it all, but my sister said the kiddies' school report, so proud of them. So I haven't actually been in contact with my sister for 6 or 7 years, and we met up for dinner a month ago. And since I've had my son, the importance of my family has just excelled to a whole different level. I used to be one of those people that if your family are negative, you've got to try and separate from them. I still believe that, but I think family is probably one of the most important things in the world. So everybody can have a mind shift. Everybody can do certain things. I got away from my family in order to get to where I am today. But that's because at the time, they didn't give me what I needed. Now, everyone's on a different level, older, wiser, maturer. Yeah, my family is very important to me.
Like I always say, life's too short.
Life
Make
is
the
too
most of
short
it.
to hold a grudge. Any positivity that comes my way, it just bounces off me. Like I have a protective shield around me because I know where I'm going and what I'm here for. So negativity, we don't even give it any attention.
You don't
anymore.
mess with that. You don't mess with it.
Yeah, fall back too close. You ain't even know me. Trust my brothers from way back from the north.
Right, we're in the Grand Hotel. Your favourite spot? The
My
place where you
hideout.
call your hideaway, yeah.
Yeah, it's my hideout.
We're just waiting for some other team to come around with the
Waiting
gifts.
for Nikki actually. Louise was going to come as well, and we'll go through the gifts. Got some drawings that me and Dan need to sign off in order to get the quote from one of our builders. And I think there's another one where, he's right there. There's another one where I think we're all good to go. I think we're ready. So I've just got to sign off and say yes. So I will get them done today as well. How are you feeling back with the day in the life?
Oh, we have to wait and see what the reception's like.
Like
If
that.
anyone likes the video, give it a like, give it a comment. Here's the team.
What do we owe the pleasure of you? Why would you think that I'm going to forget these? Always go down a treat. I don't know why. I didn't realise how big AirPods actually were. I didn't know. So if that's the case, why did you buy a Samsung Galaxy Tab? She keeps getting me to give Samsung stuff away because her and Dan are the Samsung king and queen.
She just praised Apple, but then
I know, she
Samsung
just
comes
said
up.
these are Apple.
So not every child has got Apple or iPhone, especially where we're from. So a lot of them have got Samsung, so they can connect it to the tablet. So we've got to like reach out to all people of all walks of life.
I don't like Samsung.
I know, I do.
Don't like Samsung. And the one thing that makes every school go crazy is a PlayStation 5. The school we spoke at the other day, a girl
Oh yeah.
actually got the PlayStation 5. She was exceptional though.
Yeah.
She sold it, didn't she?
She did.
So what I actually did was I got all of the students to nominate 3 and then 1 come up on the stage. Well, 3 come up on the stage. We actually had 4 because
In
the
the end,
teacher
yeah.
nominated someone as well.
Yeah.
And then we got them up to speak. Take it, it's yours.
A girl got an Xbox before as well,
Yes.
and her words was, "I can't wait to tell my brother."
Yeah. Amazing. So tomorrow you're going to see me at the school doing what I do. So that was a very, very, very long flashback, wasn't it, Phil? Now let's go back to the school.
Reflection of the very moon. I do. Show my love for you.
Where are we this morning, Steve-O?
We are at the Belfry. Just had a great meeting with 2 representatives from here. We have a 3-day retreat, November the 16th, 17th and 18th, property, business, mindset. And we've just secured 50 rooms, 50 spaces. We've got guest speakers and literally these 2 have been making it happen. So the meeting went on for about 45 minutes. It's all secured, it's signed off. We have it. And then I also have, I think I have a viewing today. Do I have a viewing? Do you know where?
Yeah, I will tell you now.
So I have 2 viewings on 2 properties today at 2 o'clock. But all in all, it's been a great morning. I love being here at the Belfry. It's very relaxing. It's a great place where I can have meetings. I can get away from the office, basically. So I've got one hotel, another hotel
You've
where
seen
we
2 of
always
your
go to.
hideouts now.
Say again?
You've seen 2 of your hideouts. The
2
Grand
of my
Hotel, the
hideouts,
Belfry.
yes. How are you today, Phil?
I'm good. Yeah. I'm ready to smash the day as always.
Well, we were supposed to go to
Essex.
Romford, Essex, but unfortunately that was cancelled because we had a little bit of bad news yesterday, but life goes on. I have to keep moving forwards. Join me, because now I'm going to relieve some frustration.
1, 2, get down. Paid the cost to be the boss. Paid the cost to be the boss. I paid the cost to be the boss.
I'm letting some frustration out.
Look at me.
It's been a bit of an up and down 2 months. We've had a lot of setbacks, a lot of great things are going on, and we also had the best 2 months ever at the Property Circle. So May and June were the best 2 months we've ever done. So we're trying to get to July So we're trying to get July to be better than those 2 months combined. We're on track. Obviously we're only 10 days in, so we will see when we get to the end of the month. But the team all seem to be coming together. Things seem to be moving in the right direction. And I've got one more completion on a residential property, which is happening in the next 7 days. And then that is all of my completions ever on residentials for what I'm buying to keep or I'm buying to do. We're going into commercial, as we've been talking about for the last month. We've had a bit of a rebrand as well, haven't we, Phil?
We have, yep.
So, slight changes, documents, social media content, YouTube content. We might even have an office relocation back to Lichfield. We don't know yet. It's very expensive what they're wanting, but hopefully I can get closer to home, which means I can put way more time and effort in, because travelling to Birmingham right now is 4 hours. It takes me 1 hour and 10 to get to Birmingham, 1 hour and 10 to get home, 35 minutes to park and get up, and then another half an hour of wasted time talking to people. So 4 hours a day. So we're trying to see if we can get these beautiful offices in Lichfield, but the price of them is outrageous. And if not, Colmore Row is where we are, but we are trying to level up.
Would you say that that's the main thing in business, trying to find the right balance?
There is no balance.
No balance for you, no?
No balance. Well, you know that. You've been around me 3 years.
No, yeah.
So no, there's no balance, but we're aiming for greatness. We're not aiming for mediocre. We're not just here to get a salary. We're here to change the game. So, and when I say change the game, I'm talking about changing how people perceive the property sector in the UK. Today's video that's going out, the trailer's here for you guys to see. £10,000 a month. That is the figure that every one of my students always speak to me about. That figure is easily achievable. Now the red pool is saturated. It's shark infested industry where everybody is trying to chase after the same people using the same methods. And you need to stand out head and shoulders above all of your competition. If you want to get to that magic number, you have to be the standout one in the crowd that can make it happen. Because to achieve £10,000 a month, you have to give it your all. There's nobody else in the sector doing things like this. So growth, time, patience, consistency, and a lot of stress is what it takes.
Go on, one take, let's see.
One take. Right.
No pressure.
So I'm using a 5 iron, which if any of you play golf, you'll know it's not the easiest one to hit. It was okay.
Rich.
Second take.
Rich.
Second take.
That's more like it.
That's more like it.
That's more like it.
It was on a course at the end of bushes. Rolled off.
You taking that, Rich?
Half 2 minutes.
First time, second time.
Hold on. 2 times. He's had 20 goals before them.
No. Don't listen to this. This is when real competition kicks in. Pressure makes diamonds. And he said to me, "Can you do it again?" And I did it again.
After 20 goals before this had it.
Do you want me to do it again? Do you want me to do it third time? Really? Okay. Pressure. This is what I was born to do.
This is his 25th goal now.
Listen. Phil, what do you think?
Yeah, decent first 2 shots, isn't it? You gotta give him that. No?
Okay, hang on then, wait there, Phil, wait there, Tom. This is where the levels are set. So it doesn't matter what's happened before. Pressure, he has to get that in that bunker. 1 shot. Pressure, put the camera on him.
I don't like the camera anyway, there's my man playing golf.
I had the camera on me twice.
You love the camera?
I don't know about love it, but it's there.
Too hard.
Some of us are made for it, some of us aren't. Now he's doing a bump and run.
Right, from golf straight into business.
Viewing. So this is one of my team's latest potential purchases, and they've asked me to come down, review it, have a look at it. Agents on site. We know what we can secure it for. We know what the end value is. They just want me to make sure I sign it off. I give it the thumbs up, and we're good to go. So far, from what I've seen on paper, it looks good. That's the property. And now we're going to see if it all stacks up in person. Guys, remember, when you view a property and you've already done your due diligence, make sure you take that extra little bit of time to make sure the numbers do stack up correctly, because the last thing you want to do is have any unforeseen, hidden stuff that you could have spotted. That's the key. So many people overlook it because they're excited. If this is your first viewing, your second viewing, third viewing, you still will be excited. So for deal sources, just remain calm and just make sure that you're doing everything that I teach you to do correctly. Hi there.
Hi.
How are you? I'm Stephen. How are you?
How are you doing?
Very well, thank you. Very well. Wow. Wow. Oh my God.
He's a bit down.
Plumber Steve.
I'm not a plumber.
No, nothing.
No.
First thoughts?
Horrendous.
To say the
Way
least.
worse in person than on pictures. That's horrendous.
You said it was even worse from upstairs. How big the golf
Let's have a look. Let's go and see. Guys, this is Kev,
You already
my
met
business
Kev.
partner in the sourcing division. The other part of the sourcing division is sunning himself. He's on holiday. I think it's his 14th holiday this year, and he works probably an hour a day, 2 days a week, maybe. I don't know.
Financially free.
But some of us have to have that luxury of doing whatever we want whenever we want. So Jay, enjoy yourself. Any offers been put in?
Not yet, no. First viewing was only yesterday.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Give you a chance. I didn't know. They're working on it. Probate has been granted. James has all the information. James, you look very healthy.
Thank you.
You do look very healthy.
Thank you.
Haircut.
I've had a haircut and I've lost 4 kg.
You lost 4 kg? From where?
I would say down
From the head.
but it's the wrong, yeah, from my head.
From his hair.
Yeah.
You look very healthy.
Thank you very much.
So what's the lowdown on this one?
Probate, like you say, it's been granted. The vendor needs 155 for it because they have something they need to pay out for. So yeah, the garden is an absolute wreck. I don't know if you've seen it, but I'm sure you'll get some good shots of it. But yeah, otherwise I don't think it's going to get 150. It probably needs about 50, 60 grand spent on it.
And value?
225.
That's conservative. 220 conservatively. I think you're going to anything above 220 conservatively, 230 top end. I think that's where we're at with this property.
Yeah.
What's your reasoning behind that?
Local comparables, square footage per metre at square metre, knowing the area exceptionally well. Coming through, mate.
Spoken to a couple of valuation officers as well.
Okay, what did they say?
Both of them. One said comfortably 220, and one said a good marketing price would be 230.
Yeah.
A great marketing price, he said.
Yeah, you ain't getting 230 is like if you do it to the exceptional level, but at 155 with stamp duty legals, we're up to 163, and then this is a 50k renovation. This is 50. This might even be a little bit more because the damp and the mold ban. Yeah, the rental market around here is awesome, but unfortunately, the end value, this house at what they want and the price they want, we know what we need to pay. But they've said they want 155 and they're not stepping out. This is just a family who's going to buy this to live here, who can renovate it in their own time, because as an investor and as a developer, there's no money to be made on it at that price. Somebody in Birmingham would rent this out in this state right now, and people would move in. Phil, what do you think of it? Because I'm interacting a lot with you in this day of life.
You talking to me? Yeah. This house is horrendous, mate. That's all I got to say.
It is mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's very bad. But you know what? We're still going to write an offer at 137,500. We're still going to put an offer forward. Cash purchase, 137,500. We can complete within 21 working days, and you never, ever, ever know.
Never know. The asking price is just that. It's an asking price. It doesn't mean it's the price that has to be paid. They need 155, but are they willing to wait 3 months, 4 months, 5 months for it, or would they take 137,500 in 21 working days? This is the guy, part of our company, part of our division. He works extremely hard, and he's moving to the Midlands, aren't you?
Hopefully, yeah. This week I've been.
Oh wow! This week moving. This week, I was going to say.
I've been looking at houses this week.
Yep.
But hopefully, yeah, around sort of Lichfield area.
Okay.
Would be nice. But yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed. It just depends. Being self-employed these days, for some reason, even having a guarantor,
yep,
they don't care. It's like,
yeah.
So you always push down the list.
Did you say Lichfield?
Yeah.
We've got to move.
So I think you.
Wow.
So they've obviously given up next door, and you can see how far that actually goes back next door to next door.
Wow.
Mm.
It's like Narnia.
There's 5 to 10 grand just sitting there.
That's what we said.
I actually wondered if it'd be more, just because it's so dense.
No, I'm just thinking that 5 grand is what it's going to cost you just to remove it with waste.
Yeah.
Not fix it, because the
Yeah.
fence panels and whatever you do, that's obviously an extra cost. That's 5 to 10 grand just to get it gone.
Yeah.
That's your worst nightmare, gardens, man.
Yeah, I'm not a garden guy anymore. Oh, I've spent, I think, in the 6 months of this year, I think we're into between 400 and 600,000 pound on gardens. I think that's what we're into, just for the first 6 months of this year. I mean, even just to cut it off, it's 5 to 10 grand. Forget going back even further. Well, guys, if you come and take a look at this, this is a very expensive fix, and we can only see half. We've got the other half as well. But we did take into account when we looked at the pictures, we did know it was there. So I just think that being on site now, I think the refurb was coming in at 40 to 45. I think being on site today, I think we can blow that out the window and it's going to be between 50 and 60. Yeah. I think that's guaranteed. Yeah. So to even make this work, it needs to be touching 140 to 145, including stamp and legals. So that's why the offer of 137,500. And then if we can get this done for 45k, just saying, we can cut back and we get a good build team in, and you know, we can save some money in certain areas, which is going to be a real difficult project to do, then there's still the chance of a 10 to 15% profit. Yeah. But other than that, yeah, this is, and also I'm a little bit worried about the roof. Yeah. A little bit worried about the roof. And you can see the fascia and guttering, so if you guys look at the guttering, can you see where it's dropping down, it's leaking? That all needs fixing. That's a cost. I mean, just to replace all that in here, you're looking at £1,700 to £2,000. So all windows need replacing. Yeah. The whole house basically needs to go back to brick. And I do worry that when this does go back to brick, there's going to be a lot of hidden
nightmares.
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, we'll talk about how this is essential for deal sources.
What, sunglasses?
Well, I don't know. Have a look. Bosh.
Yes. This one's a little bit more of an upgraded one.
You're bougie.
Yeah.
So this one's a little bit more of an upgraded one. So what we're going to do, this is a good one. How much did it cost you?
25.
Yeah, Screwfix.
No, Amazon.
Oh, Amazon. Okay, I got this from Amazon, and this is a damp meter. So we're going to show you how it works. James, would you like to show everybody how it works, please? Hang on, you've got to show them what you've just done, because you can't just give them an example of what you've just done.
Right. So,
yeah, because they don't even know what that is. You've gone way too
technical.
Yeah, show them.
Right, sorry. So you have to snap the lid off, because otherwise you're doomed.
And then obviously these are what we call prongs. These two things here. So what do you do with this now?
You don't aim it towards Steve's.
Right, we've got a demonstration from James himself.
So you want to stick it into the wall in an area that you think might be ridden with damp. This area, for instance, is quite bad. So stick it in. This one actually doesn't seem too bad, but there you go. Anything above 16% is too much.
What's that on there now?
So it was.
Oh, sorry.
Can't find it now. There you go. So 17.4, too much. And then if we go downstairs, I can show you another one which is way worse, off the charts. If you look at the floor, it's already soaking wet. But as soon as we prod it into the walls, this one for example, it's just ridiculously high. Some areas is way worse. There you go, 53%. So yeah, that's how you do it. Easy thing to bring. Helps you so much in doing your due diligence.
Say that again?
Due diligence.
This is probably one of the best things I've ever seen in my life.
So you've been with me now 3 years.
3 years.
You've been to hundreds
of
properties. We thought we'd seen it all in residential. We have carpet on the side of the bath. Now, I've not seen carpet. I've seen everything else. I've seen mirror. I've seen laminate. I've seen vinyl. Obviously tiles. I've never seen carpet. We officially have a carpet bath. Every single day is an educational day, and that's why I love my job, because now I'm trying to figure out how I can carpet around one of my baths to make it look cool, or bougie, as you say.
Bougie.
Would you have carpet?
Look at it. That's probably like Versace carpet or something like that.
Is that what you like to go for?
Yeah. Why not? Why not?
Okay, we'll leave it to Phil. Phil can renovate my... Do you know what the mad thing is, guys? Actually, some breaking news. Next week is the last ever key collection for residential. And when I say last ever key collection, I want about the last property I'm ever going to renovate. That's residential. I'm still going to buy residential properties that I might trade or I might use for certain things, as in educational things. But for my personal portfolio, next week is my last ever key collection. And I'm quite happy because it's time to go into the commercial side of things. I've got my own 3 or 4 properties in the commercial world. I'm hopefully going to get one tied up by the end of this month. It's looking likely, but there is a lot of red tape that's got to go through with it because the owner has just inherited it and there's X, Y and Z with inheritance tax apparently. So I'm hoping to get that one done before the end of the month.
There we have it.
There we have it.
Day in the life is done.
Days in the life.
Days in life, sorry.
Days in the life. Just want to touch upon Mr. Richard and Lisa, okay, Vahi. 2 of the most kindest people we have in the property circle. Everyone in the property circle is kind, but these are exceptional. Now, I'm a big fan and I get inspired massively by somebody called Anthony McCourt, who had the offices above me, and he builds skyscrapers. Now, I had a conversation with him one day and he said to me, he's like, you're doing great things. You don't need to build skyscrapers. There's a lot of stress, a lot of pressure, you know, there's lots of pros and lots of cons. So Richard and Lisa sent me this. It's a New York City skyscraper in Lego. And he wrote, hey Steve, now you can be just like Anthony McCourt, but without the stress. Have a great day, keep smiling, Richard and Lisa. And they also sent the team £50 for coffee at Costa, which was a lovely, lovely thing. We're over. This is it. This is the end of the video. It's been a phenomenal week. It's been a week of growth. We have lots of things going on. We have full marketing now. So we have all our social media ads are actually running. They're up and running. They've been up and running for about a week. And we will assess them after 28 days. We will tweak them. We will move them around. We've got a fantastic agency that are doing our ads for us. My team are kind of leveling up to that next level as well. You can see the way things are going. And obviously with Phil, now Phil's taking centre stage when it comes to these days in the lives and these types of videos that we're doing, because you're being more vocal, aren't you?
I am. My voice is getting heard now.
Your voice is getting heard. So we all knew who you were, but we never actually seen you, like, did we?
No,
so now your voice can become like
God.
Like God. I'll take it. I'll take it. But we will see you guys soon. And you've had a little glimpse behind the scenes. And when we do more of these days in the lives, you'll get to see more and more and more on how I run the business, how we set everything up, what the foundations and the structure's like, how we grow, what my team do. And behind the cameras right now, we have some great people. And you're going to see the next level of our journey.